everyone, and thank you for being here for our press conference. Today, we're going to provide an overview of the third quarter stats. We are also going to the strategies and initiatives undertaken by the Erie Police Department over the last 8 years that have resulted in a decrease in violent crime, significant decrease. To begin, I'd like to turn over the podium to Chief Dan Spizzarni to review crime stats, including the third quarter of 2025. Chief Dan, the floor is now yours.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning. Thank you, Mayor. Over the course of the last 8 years, calls for services have escalated from 45,000 in 2020 to more than 60,000. In 2024, the Erie Police Department responded to 61,395 calls for service, over 2,000 more than the previous year. And in 2025, we are on track to hit more than 63,000 calls for service, an average of almost 1,200 calls per week, or 173 calls per day. Our crimes against person. Firearms-related crime is substantially increased in the city between 2019 and 2022, directly impacting the workload of the Erie Police Department. From 2019 to 2021, shots fired skyrocketed from 134 to 311. Shots fired continued in 2022 continued to show a disturbing trend with 213. From 2019 to 2020, the annual number of shots fired increased by over 82%, with an additional increase of 26% from 20 to 21. To deal with all the new realities confronting law enforcement, my command staff and I worked closely with Mayor Schember and his team on a multi-pronged crime reduction strategy that included several prevention and enforcement initiatives. This includes investing $14 million of ARP funding to reinstate the crisis car, the juvenile unit, add SAT officers, and purchase the former Kohler Brewery Miller Brothers facility on State Street. This site will be the future home of the city's public safety complex and emergency operations center. Renovations are currently underway on phase 1. In addition, together, we have obtained more than $25 million in grants for the Erie Police Department. This funding has enabled us to deploy advanced technology and equipment, implement innovative initiatives, and enhance crime prevention and response. These grants are covering the cost of bulletproof vests, motorcycles, e-bikes, police vehicles, a real-time crime center, 2 SWAT regional command and response vehicles, a bomb squad vehicle, robot, bomb suits, crisis communication van, traffic investigation vehicles, police salaries and overtime, drug and alcohol, DNA testing kits, drug and alcohol prevention information, auto theft and cold case detectives have been added, an insurance fraud detective, a civilian analyst who's been able to take our crime figures and study them to help us in helping prevent those crimes. Virtual reality training devices, a driver simulation device, body-worn cameras, license plate readers for all 38 frontline vehicles. Stationary license plate readers have been added at key intersections, and of course, we have ShotSpotter. Our community-based crime reduction strategies include the crisis team, co-responders. We've grown the Police Athletic League and the COP initiative from 35 students at one school with only 6 officers participating. We are now over 2,000 students, 29 locations, and 120 officers participating. We've increased the number of certified bicycle police officers up to 35, recently reinstated the K-9 unit, and we've increased the police complement from 173 to 194. Thanks to the ARP funding, a $3.1 million Department of Justice COPS hiring grant, a $1.2 million grant from the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency, and others. If all this funding is kept in place, the city will be able to maintain its current complement of 194 officers through at least 2029. The city is also one of only 3 communities in the country awarded a $1 million grant from the Department of Justice for encouraging innovation. This grant enabled us to appoint a second full-time auto theft investigator, obtain additional license plate readers, and embark on a pilot program to prevent and reduce auto theft. All of this hard work and investment has resulted in some outstanding statistics. In 2024, the Erie Police Department reduced the number of homicides by 57%. We decreased confirmed shots fired by 67%. That's between 2021 and 2024. We've decreased the number of people shot by 75%. That is a huge, huge number. We've decreased the assaults, robberies, stolen firearms, auto thefts, burglaries, and fraud. Now, I'd like to drill down specifically on this year's crime stats through the third quarter. It's a little late, I know. It's almost the end of the fourth quarter, but it's the first chance we've had to do this. While every person shot is one too many, we're proud of the progress we've made in reducing the number of people and families impacted by gun violence and the trauma associated with unsolved crimes. Over the last 4 years, the Erie Police Department has cleared 100% of homicides compared to the national average of just over 50%. Now, we currently have a case pending with the detectives working diligently on it, and I would hope that we would be able to close that also in the near future. In addition, the number of stolen firearms has decreased. As evidence that the Erie Police Department's violence intervention and prevention strategy is working, shots fired incidents decreased from 311 to 239 to 194 to 104, and then 56 to date in 2025. Through the third quarter of 2025, there have been 56 assaults, which is a decrease of 24 from last year. There have been 10 people shot in 2025, a decrease of 3 from last year. Last page. There have been 6 homicides in 2025. That's less than the 10-year average of 10 homicides per year. Aggravated assaults are up by only 1 compared to last year. Robberies are down by 9 from last year. Under the property crimes, burglaries are down 36 from last year. Motor vehicle theft is down 12. Overdose deaths are down 5 from last year, and the trend for, you can see clearly, has been going down now. Number of people shot slide comparing third quarter crime stats is down 4 from 13 to 9. Looking at the annual totals, the number of people struck by gunfire has decreased significantly, hitting unprecedented lows. In 2021, there were 72 people shot, then 67, 49, 18, and we currently have 11 to date. Let's hope we have a quiet last 3 weeks to this year, and that number doesn't go up. Again, it's thanks to the hard work of the entire Erie Police Department team. These are incredible numbers and a testament to the importance of hiring additional officers, obtaining state-of-the-art technology and equipment, focusing on community policing, and investing in crime prevention and enforcement strategies. I think that's all great news, and with that, I'd like to turn it back over to the mayor.
Thanks very much, Chief. That was a great presentation. These are numbers, and the decrease in violent crimes is a direct result of your efforts and those of your staff and the dedicated men and women at the Erie Police Department, many of whom are here with us today. Thank you for all you're doing. Thanks for your leadership and close working relationship. We accomplished so much in these years. With DOJ, we piloted the Strengthening Police Partnership Council when I first took office. The complement was at an all-time 168. The Erie Police Department's equipment has outdated and passed its useful life. Grant funding has enabled us to increase the police complement, as the Chief said, to 194, and reinstate the crisis car, the juvenile unit, and the K-9 unit. Also enabled us to purchase of-the-art vehicles, equipment, technology that the city did not previously have. This multi-strategy has caused the violent crime, from instituting WARN cameras, car cameras, security cameras, and licensed readers, to implement a real crime center and the shot spotter gun detection system. And we obtained regional response from the SWAT team and the squad. Chief, your 36-year record in the Erie Department is really unparalleled as far as I know. As a chief for the years and chair for the Police Department Athletic League, you have a time of growth and of the community policing philosophy. When we first on this journey together back in 2018, there was one community officer, and now community is the practice that pervades the department and has had an impact on the strengthening police community partnerships. You have been an outstanding public, and the city of Erie is much better, more welcoming place because of your commitment and dedication protecting and serving residents. Thank you very much. It has been an honor to work with you over the last 8 years. In recognition of your lifetime of service, I want to now present you with this key to the city of Erie. Thank you very much. You have a standing ovation. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that great show of support for this. And I can't think of a better way to, when I advance, I can't think of a better way to end today's event. That completes this week's news conference. Please remember, follow us on social media for the important updates from the city of Erie. Chief Dan and I are now available for interviews, and I see we have a couple of people here. Thank you for joining us, and please stay and stay warm. Thank you very much.